hot wings, hot topics, and real estate. Host Ryan Spellerberg keeps it real with agents, investors, and insiders every month. No fluff, just good convo exploring the trends, challenges, and questions shaping today's market. Now, here's your host with over 20 years of lending experience, Ryan Spellerberg.
They're on fire. Hey everybody, Ryan Spellerberg, the mortgage guy with Central Bank here. So in today's episode, this one's probably going to get a PG-13 rating. There's going to be some extra sarcasm and lots of it, so watch out.
None.
Brandyn and I have worked together for years, helping clients find and buy homes. I finance them. He eventually finds them a home. And I'm not sure what causes more stress, either him or my underwriting. But he's a top producer in Sioux Falls and a master of movie quotes. Brandyn Vetos, welcome to Hot Topics.
Hello, Ryan.
Brandyn with a Y.
Yes.
I don't know why. I'm
not to be
sure.
confused. And my parents love me. So.
Yes.
Okay. New emails were coming down the road. The Y is always easy to add in those. So.
Okay, so you've seen the show. You know how this works. Yeah. We go super easy to maybe just a little bit warm, and you said you love warm wings, so we'll get after it.
Starting now?
You start. The first one is medium buffalo.
Ooh.
All right, so Brandyn has been in real estate for a little while, but wasn't always in real estate. So what's the bigger contributing factor to you getting into real estate? Was it your poor sales skills in the copier industry or being related to Amy Stockburger?
Well, the thing about copier sales is it's too sexy. And everyone always asks you a lot of questions about it. So I was just so sick of answering questions about copiers and printers, multifunction copiers and printers.
Making copies.
So, after just getting harassed all the time at parties and the bar about, hey, tell us more about, cost per copy. Amy called me, said, hey, I got a proposition, come down to Sioux Falls. And then as I was in Sioux Falls, she goes, hey, how does Florida sound? Let's just go to Florida on a whim. Didn't prac for it, anything else. And then that was pretty good reason to come back home and start doing real estate.
So she brought you in, sold you on Florida to get you here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
To leave your lavish lifestyle selling copiers.
Well, I was moved down from Fargo, which I think you've been to Fargo.
I have, yep.
The football team's okay. But.
They're, dominant. But
yeah, so that was a big factor. And plus, Amy's been doing it forever. And I knew that if I joined there, I wanted to get back closer to family because I'm from here originally, from Sioux City. Lived in Sioux Falls for 5 years after USD. Moved to Fargo because I'm crazy. And then it was easy to get back home. And real estate was really a thing back in 2021. So
what I'm gathering is you were bad at selling copiers and couldn't find anything else.
I'm just too sexy. It was just too sexy of an industry for me.
Totally get it. It's movie star and then copier sales.
Right underneath.
Boom, boom. Mm-hmm. So next one is a dry rub, Nashville. It's really good. Just a good pepper heat to it. Okay, so you put some pretty funny stuff out there on TikTok and whatever you use, but what do you actually do at an open house when nobody shows up? Because I see your reels and they're pretty funny.
There's been a lot of time spent at open houses where I'm like, I really wonder if I'm employed because you're not getting paid to be there. And if no one shows up, you really are just sitting there with dead air and in someone else's house. And if it's vacant, that's one thing. Usually there's no chairs. And I always tell myself, I'm going to bring a chair. There's nowhere to sit in this place. I'm just standing I'm doing the, putting out the vibe on the kitchen table or there's just nowhere to sit. There's no area rugs. And you're like, oh, it's winter. They're going to drag a bunch of stuff in. It's just, and I say, next time I'm putting it in my trunk, and I never do.
In my mind, this is the Seinfeld episode where the security guard gets a chair and then gets fired because he falls asleep.
There's a lot of pacing involved, just a lot of pacing. Light switches, just, it can get really boring. But then you're just, this is a cliche, but just as you're about to shut it down, you got all the lights off downstairs, and then someone walks in every time.
And it's a neighbor just wanting to see the house.
It's that, or just, they're never going to buy a house. It's just, where's the bathroom or whatever else. So, but some open houses are great. So,
keep the content coming. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Third one, hot buffalo. How are they doing so far?
Fine.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So the market's still got some really good opportunities out there right now, even as fall slows down a little bit. So, but the inventory gets a little stale at this point in the year. So what do you tell a buyer that's on the fence right now?
Right now, I think it's a great time to buy, honestly. And
I'm shocked a realtor would say that.
Right? Don't buy, guys. No, it's terrible. No. I have a lot of buyers that, they ask that question. It's like, okay, interest rates. We've been through this. I mean, I've heard this on your show a couple times. Every realtor saying the same thing, which kind of gets annoying to me because it's like we have to be original at some point. But it really is a good time because there's inventory sitting. Some houses fly off the market, some sit for who knows what. If it's got a little quirk to it, if your house has a little bit of a different thing, it might sit a little longer. But as a buyer, there's just more options out there. There's more, you just have more leeway with the sellers, and that's just it is the way it is right now. Like there is some room to move. Although when I do it, usually it's been on the market 150 days, and then right when I'm about to put an offer on that one, thinking, okay,
That's when 3 offers come in.
3 offers already came in. I'm like, you got to be joking.
All cash,
And you
over asking.
You think it's a joke, like you're like, okay, I've played this game before. This isn't, no, it's real, and then that happens. But right now, buyers, I was listening to a podcast, and it's like, some people are doing arms again. And I didn't really get arms until I kind of got down to the numbers. I'm like, oh, that might make sense right now. Depending. And
really depends on the buyer.
You might know more about that. But,
Yeah.
there's just more options out there. There's more options. You can be more maneuverable. And then as rates continue to hopefully drop, and I'd like you to do that for us, please.
I'll get on it.
As rates continue to drop, refinance down the road. That's, you're hearing every lender say that. But I think the biggest thing for buyers too, and I deal with a lot of, first-time home buyers. I've gotten a lot of those, and those are fun. But get them in touch with the person like yourself and just doing the numbers. And because they don't know. A lot of buyers don't know if it's their first time, even if there's their second home. Like, how do I sell? How do I buy? But right now, it's good to buy. Be strategic. I think there's plenty of inventory, and this Sioux Falls is awesome. So
I am seeing some real deals come in. The contracts that I'm seeing, buyers are getting closing costs, they're getting concessions. They're seeing some major price reductions on the contracts we're getting in on that, especially on the higher end.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are a buyer in that range, I think it is a good time. I'm not just a realtor trying to sell a house, but I am seeing real deals come through right now.
I just was working on one before I came in here, and the house was at a certain price range, and it's down $300K. It needs a lot of work, needs a lot of help, needs a lot of, but the land it sits on, which you can't replace, location. Had to throw that in as a real cliche. But it sits on amazing lands. You need a person that has the ability and the vision to make it what it is. But after that, it could be a real killer. Like it could be worth $500,000 more than you even have to put into it. So there's deals out there like that. They've been sitting on the market. Sellers are getting antsy. And they're still going to get a really good price for it. But man, those deals did not exist.
Yeah, you make your money on the buy.
Yeah.
People don't understand that. They just think about the interest rate versus what you actually paid for a house.
I'm excited for them, and that's kind of the fun part of doing this is you just get excited because you see a deal and you're like, ooh. And if you convince them, hey, you got the vision at the time and the resources, this could be a really big deal down the road.
Like schoolgirl excited? Like,
a little bit schoolgirl excited.
I could see that in your medium shirt. All right, next one, mango habanero, which is number 4, and also gives you the opportunity to have some Da Bomb hot sauce.
I've seen this.
You seem to be handling the heat so far.
The bomb is scary. I've seen the shows.
I will lead you.
This should be pre-decapped. What are we doing?
Well, I mean,
I got to struggle.
You're not paying a lot for this, so okay. I'm leading the charge with the bomb. It's up to you. I mean, everybody's done it except you at this point, but
everybody's doing it.
It's totally your call as to whether or not people want to use you as a realtor. Okay. 4th question. They say, how you do anything is how you do everything. What do you say to a client who's seen your golf swing? Because it is atrocious. I believe the term stanky leg has been used for your golf swing.
I think I sense jealousy.
The first time I golfed with Brandon, I thought he had a seizure when he was swinging. It's that bad.
I've told everybody I used to golf, and then college happened, and then I couldn't afford golf, and then I came back to golf, and it's not enjoyable to actually swing the golf club anymore. But it's not good.
I would say you might have come back to golf, but I don't think golf came back to you. Would probably be the way I would say that.
Just gonna put this one out there.
You can throw it right back.
I'll throw it right back at you. Catch it. Was part of the team that won the Rays tournament about 2 years ago. So I'm just going to throw that one out there. I think it was probably my golf swing that helped.
I would guess not.
Carry the team. And so a winner no matter what. That's just, what I'd say. So anything,
So any shortcomings you have, you probably just work through them just like you would with your clients.
Mm-hmm. Through humor and sometimes booze.
Let's hope they never see your swing.
I don't take clients golfing. Let's put it that way.
That's a genius idea for you. How's that one?
Terrible. It's not great. I mean, I had a roommate in college that loved spicy stuff. I mean, he had the worst hot sauces ever. And he had, would love to put it on the rim of your Busch Light at the time. And then, yeah, I think that caused a visit from one person they got in their car to go get some milk. And I think they got pulled over on the way to do that because,
It's probably easy to explain to the cop. Somebody tricked me with hot sauce.
Yeah.
That's why
he's a real ass. But.
Got it. I feel like you were the guy that did that. But okay, next one is Atomic. So in all seriousness, you are crushing it in real estate. We joke around a lot, but you're killing it. So you're in the top 10% of agents in Sioux Falls in production. What's working for you right now? What are you doing that makes the biggest difference in your ability to get people into homes? Sarcasm?
Never. No.
Tight shirts?
Tight shirts, they bring them in.
Yep.
And the sarcasm makes them, sign the dotted line.
It's a twofold.
I think starting off, coming back from being away for so long was hard because you lose, contact after 6.5 years in Fargo. I created more of a thing up there. I came back and was like, who do I know here anymore? It was really tough to gain that network. I think just knowing people like yourself, coming back, getting back into it. Also, with my cousin, she gave me a lot of opportunity to learn through doing. Here's the realtor card. Let's go show some homes. Let's do this, that, the other. And just growing that network took forever. And then when I went off by myself after doing real estate for a little time with helping her clients on her team, I started in November of 22 with my own, which was a terrible time.
Also, coughing is a poor choice.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that. But now what's helping me is just growing that network. So the gym I'm part of, which I think there's a thing about CrossFit gyms, and you have to talk about it, right?
Right, yeah. How do you know somebody's in CrossFit? They're going to tell you about it.
Yep, I just never run. But those people have been great. It's like a family. So growing more networks like that, getting referrals is huge. That's the biggest thing. It's been the same thing since, day one of selling real estate. It's about who you know, growing those, do the right thing, get referrals. Those are huge. I mean, just continuing on. And even when it's bleak, which some months are bleaker than others, what happens is three people call you the next day. So just keep working your networks, and that's all you can do.
Do you get any referrals from the tight shirt store?
Every time. It's actually medium, by the way.
Got it. Schmedium.
Mediums. And, they just say, hey, we can go tighter. And I say, bring it on.
No, we can't.
We can't go any tighter.
You've got two well-known superpowers. The ability to doodle like nobody I've ever seen in a meeting. I thought he was actually taking notes and he was just doodling constantly. And a razor-sharp movie quote recall. Which one helps you more in your day-to-day? The doodle or the movie quotes?
Which came first, really?
You nailed that joke.
I watched a lot of movies as a kid, turns out. And that's really helped me in life with every conversation, because I don't think there's a conversation that goes by where if you say a word that it's going to trigger some word in my mind that goes zinger, right? Or something
60% of the time, every time.
Every time,
Yep.
Sex Panther.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. And I'm not sure why. People don't always love it, but
it's because they don't get the quote.
What scares me is when people just don't, like, they're staring, they're like, it's gonna be a tough job to work with that client sometimes. It's like, oh, if we don't get the basics down. If you don't have Tommy Boy going or Black Sheep, same movie really, but or you name it,
Any of them.
Super Bad, all those great classics. I mean, it'd be hard to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last swing, nuclear. You ready?
I'm actually not enjoying any of those. I don't know why anybody does, but
I mean, they're fun for everybody.
yeah, they're tasty.
Got it. Last one's nuclear. Get after it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny that we just moved into this, but so if a client dropped a perfect movie quote during a showing, what line would it have to be, or what movie would it be from, for you to know, like, oh, this is my kind of client?
I mean, That's What She Said is too easy. That's What She Said comes up way too many times, but it has to be said when it has to be said.
Correct.
And there's times it has to be said. The movie that would get me would be a little Monty Python and the Holy Grail. If someone, whips out one of those old classics, it's going to be a good time. I think, Tommy Boy's a great one. I'm going to flip that back on you. You answer,
Oh,
you know.
Step Brothers.
The big Step Brothers.
Fantastic. Or the other guys. I mean, if you talk about doing a desk pop and somebody gets it,
I always aim for the bushes.
Yeah.
Every time. I watched that movie in theaters, which kind of tells my age as well. But when they jumped off that building and hit the bushes, I about lost it in theaters. I don't laugh out loud much, but that was classic. So
either that or Dirty Mike and the Boys conversation.
I have that conversation almost weekly. I think.
Somebody that has a Prius gets Dirty Mike and the Boys conversation with me every time. Every time. And there's a guy in our office that has one. And he's like, it's a very nice economical car. I get it. I absolutely get it.
I love when they put a nice sheen on the, like a nice wood sheen.
And their gun? Yes. If you haven't seen that movie, you gotta see it. It's fantastic.
Spoiler alert, but yeah.
You doing okay?
Those are terrible. Yep. It's good.
Yep. It's good. It's good. Yeah. I don't even know if you had any. Okay. So that's it for the tough questions. So what's next for Brandyn Vetos? How do people get a hold of you? Who's your ideal client?
I like Jace's answer. I think, what was it, a raven or a carrier pigeon?
You get a hold of them with a raven? Yep.
Obviously, everyone can text, call, whatever that,
Find you at the tight shirt store.
Tight shirt store, Baby Gap,
Yep.
Hollister. Perfect client, huh? Anyone that's looking for a home or buying and selling, Bob, that same answer. But I'd like to get into more like investment properties. I know I've talked to you about that.
Yep.
I've worked with a couple investors with some multifamily stuff. And that seems to be right now a lot of multifamily sitting. And there's some reasons for that. But I think if an investor came out with a good plan in those investment properties, you got a lot of leeway there. There's a ton of properties on the market right now in there. I've got one that's great, not too far away from the Denny. Great purchase, but for some reason, it just slips down a little bit. So 1031 exchanges, if you need that. I've got investors that have other properties or in other markets that are doing not as well. And they don't have a lot of laws in those states that help them, be the best landlord they can. The tenants kind of own your property.
We are a landlord-friendly state in real estate.
And you do that,
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get more into a little outside the box, maybe, whether it may be a little bit dabbling in the commercial, which is a totally different game. And sometimes they don't play nice with residential guys, but
That's because usually they don't know what they're doing.
exactly. And I'm not going to step into it and just not know what I'm doing, but I think the investment side would be a really great thing to continue on with because we have a lot of housing need. They build a lot of housing, but there's also a lot of housing need, always is.
Well, thanks for coming, Brandyn.
Appreciate it.
Fantastic. Thanks to our sponsor, Atomic Wings. They do a great job, even for people that apparently can't eat the last wing like they're supposed to. So
No, thank you.
thanks for coming, Brandyn. Thanks for visiting. Like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Thanks, guys.